Welcome back to Al's Kitchen. Yes, I'm back. And if you like Indian restaurant curries at home, this is the channel that you need to be following and subscribing to. I cover every curry classic, your Bhunas, jalfrezis, doppiazas, tikka masalas, pasandas, you name it. Anyway, today we're going to go straight in with a Bhuna. Now, do you know what? When I first started eating curries and I was finding my way, I used to go to the curry house with my girlfriend and we used to say, we're going to go for a Bhuna. We didn't even say curry, let's go for a curry. Should we go for a Bhuna? Should we go for a Bhuna? Should we go for a Bhuna? Didn't matter whether we was eating a Bhuna or not, we'd just say, should we go for a Bhuna? But today we're going to eat a Bhuna. Can't beat chicken tikka in a curry, it's my absolute favourite, adds more flavours to the curry. Real simple recipe too, once you've done the prep. Now, the only ingredient I haven't got today, which I'm not adding, is a green bell pepper. I just ain't got it, and I'm not going to the shop, so please forgive me, but we've got everything else. Right, let's cut to the ingredients. Right, so you remember that in my previous video, I mentioned service onions or Bhuna onions. All they are is just diced onion, and they're boiled in some boiling water with a little bit of turmeric. You can also add a little bit of curry powder. I tend not to, and this is what they look like. So they're pre-boiled, so when they go in the curry they just cook really quick and they're really soft, just like you get in those curry houses. And apart from that, I've got chicken tikka. Now, I've used my own blend mix, but you can use my free recipe on YouTube or buy the mix or any other tikka blend or paste that you like. Just get the tikka in there. Right, let's cut to the spices. Here I've got 1 tablespoon of curry powder or mix powder, 2 cardamom pods. I'm using a blended fresh garlic paste here. I've just blended like 6 cloves of garlic in my little blender with a little oil, and you'll get like a little paste like that. Fresh is best. Failing that, use the frozen blocks that you can get in your supermarkets, but please don't use pastes in a jar or a tube, as they contain preservatives which taste like vinegar, and who wants the flavour of vinegar in your curry? They're going to totally ruin it. Right, we've got some chili powder, some methi, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Now here is, well, it's a frozen block of my special red masala sauce that you may remember that I made in a previous video, but don't worry, recipes in the description box below all written out. It's just some pastes mixed with some yogurt, really simple. Got 1/4 fresh tomato, tablespoon of tomato puree mixed with water, no ratios, the water's in there just so it pours in the pan. Some fresh coriander and the all-important base gravy. Now, I'm using my quick base in this, which only contains 4 ingredients, but you can make as many curries as you like depending on how much you make. You just upscale it accordingly. Right, oh yeah, I'm drinking a nice beer, a nice crisp Stella from my perfect draft keg in my washroom. Cheers. Now, I may add, Bhuna actually refers to the style of cooking and not the actual recipe. Bhuna, when you Bhuna a dish, it means reducing down or cooking down. And when you do that, you evaporate the moisture and what you're left with is a thicker curry. So that's what a Bhuna is. It's a dry, semi-thick curry. You might notice on Indian restaurant menus that it says dry sauce or semi-thick, or, you know, that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to cook it down more than we usually would another curry so that it's thick. Right, let's get on with it. Right, we're going to warm a little vegetable oil. Restaurants do use vegetable oil in the form of seasoned oil. I was away recently and had an induction cooker in the apartment, and I have to say, oh my god, they are so fiddly. You know, you've got those like touch controls and, you know, you're sticking your fingers on them, trying to get it up, and then it starts burning and bubbling over, and then, then you don't want to get it down. And oh my god, I mean, to be honest, I would not buy an induction cooker. They look really smart, can't take that away. They look really nice, but the use of them, I mean, it's probably something you have to get used to, and once you've got used to it, you can get a lot better at it. But they're by far not the best cooker to use for this style of cooking. Yes, you can get it done, but it's not the best in my opinion. Is we're going to add the garlic and ginger paste. We're going to take things a little slower today so you understand exactly how we're cooking. Turn that up a bit. It's great to be back, guys. That's it, back in the spoon, fry that out. Now, some restaurants fry the spices before they add the red tomato paste sauce. Remember, they're skilled chefs, they're not going to burn the spices. I tend to fry the spices first. I've never burnt my spices, but some add the red sauce first and the spices after. Now, if you're not confident with cooking with spices and you feel like you might have a tendency to burn them, maybe add the red tomato paste first to avoid that mishap. Well, we're going to add the two cardamom pods now to release their flavours. Right, we only want to be cooking that for around 30 seconds before we add our spices. Add the mixed powder, the chili powder, and the methi. Like I say, really simple recipe this. You only want to cook the spices for around 15-20 seconds just to bloom them. Now we're going to add our red tomato paste. That's absolutely beautiful. Right, into that mix, we're going to add all our chicken tikka. So the tikka flavour mixes with the masala sauce. Right, so toss that in there. Now we're going to add a chef's spoon of service onions. Add as many as you like. If you like onions, you know, add them, don't matter. It already smells like a curry restaurant. And now we're going to add well, mine's frozen. You can defrost yours if you've already made it and frozen it. The red masala special sauce. That will melt into that heat. There you go, it's all ready. Now into that, we're going to add base gravy. Now, if you don't already know, base gravy is one of the secrets that Indian restaurants use to turn curries out really quickly. It's predominantly onion, so we're going to add 2 ladles of that. That's around 250 to 300 ml. And that's all you'll need for one portion of the curry. Now, that's pretty much the hard work done. We're going to cook that down between 8 to 10 minutes, and that'll be your Bhuna done. Right, into that, we're going to add the salt and the sugar. Now, one of the questions I get most is, how do I upscale? How do I make this for 2 and for 4? If you want to keep the integrity of the curry intact, I would say when you measure out your ingredients, measure them out again and again as per the portions you want, and then just cook them individually. I don't find that these scale up very well because you need the heat, you need to reduce them down. And what we're doing is we're caramelising the base gravy to sweeten those onions that are in the base. And if there's too much liquid in this curry, you will only ever boil it and it'll be like a soup. And you won't get the intensity of the heat. Remember, the greater the volume of the liquid, the heat has to work harder to bring it up to temperature. If there's less liquid in the pan, the heat can really grapple with it and start to develop those flavours. But once your base is in, don't need to play around with it too much. Let it do its thing. Let it cook out nicely. Once you feel like the edges have cooked out nice, turn it all in. Remember, in restaurants, they might have like 5 curries on the go at once. And they're not constantly standing over them, stirring them, poking them, prodding them. They will then go on to another curry, and another curry and another curry and a curry, and they're just bubbling away fine. And that's what you'll end up eating in the restaurant. I want some more recommendations for beers. You know what I drink and you know what I like, so don't recommend the ones you know I already have. Give me some new recommendations, guys. I look forward to it. Leave them in the comments. Really looking forward to the summer when I can cook out in the garden. Right, now I'm going to throw in the quarter tomato and a small pinch of fresh coriander. Now, people are asking me where I'm getting this high-sided aluminium pan from. Why I like it is because it's got the high side, so you make less mess. So whoever does the cleaning in your house will thank you for it, because you do get less splutter on the kitchen floors. I bought these from a shop in Manchester called Cook's Meal, and they have a website called cooksmeal.co.uk. And this is the 26cm aluminium wok. It's got a wooden handle. Right, back to the curry. As you can see, we're getting these lovely craters, and this is an indication that the curry is nearly cooked. But because it's a Bhuna, we're cooking it down just a little bit more. Well, let me go and get a serving bowl. Well, let me get the LED cam so you can see the lovely colours in all their glory. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Out goes the flame. Let's plate this baby up. And there we go. Lovely chicken Bhuna. And how quick was that? Right, now it's time to taste test. And this is the best part of the video for me. Absolutely fantastic. Sorry to speak my mouth full. Sensational. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Got some amazing content coming up. I'll see you in the next one. And guess what I'll be doing soon, guys? Masala chips. You've got to subscribe for that. Masala chips. Anyway, I'm out and I'm out of there. Beautiful.